What happened here?
Bad guys in this town are changing. I don't know how bad it's gonna get.
They think guns can stop me?
This is not a game. Troubled times.
How's it going, everybody? Today I'm reviewing Season 2, Episode 12 of Gotham, Mr. Freeze. It's finally back. The show sometimes I love, sometimes I hate it. We'll see how this episode did. But again, spoilers for the episode. If you've not seen it, go watch the episode, then come back here. So as the title states, this episode gave us Mr. Freeze. And I guess I'll start right there. Mr. Freeze, you get kind of his backstory, his story. It played by an actor he's on House of Cards. So I like the actor playing him. That's always a positive there. His introduction scene, again, felt very Gotham-esque, very campy, and it was okay. But then we kind of got his backstory. We got to see the human side of him. We got to see, a lot of people know Mr. Freeze's backstory, and we got to see that play out on screen. I haven't seen it on screen pretty much since the crappy Batman and Robin, whatever that was, back in the 90s there. But, so it was great to see his backstory in live action be told once again. Obviously with Mr. Freeze's backstory, you get that human side of him. You get that his wife is dying, and he's got a freezer again. It's very, it's sure, it's paint by numbers, but at the same time, I love seeing it. It added a human side to Mr. Freeze and made a way more compelling villain for the season going forward. And I hope he becomes our main foe, although I feel like it might be Hugo Strange, but our main foe going forward for a good part of this second half of the season. Meanwhile, Gordon is trying to deal with the whole repercussions of killing Theo Gallivan, and he tells him, I had no part to do with it. They eventually capture Penguin, and he sticks to that story. So it seems like Gordon is safe for now, but I doubt that'll be the case going forward in the next couple episodes. We also get a little side story. This one was my least favorite part of it. Again, it's carrying over, I guess, from the stuff from last bit with Gallivan's sister, Tabitha, and Butch, and they're kind of teaming up a little bit. Meanwhile, Kat is kind of witnessing this all. That stuff, I'm glad it was only one scene. I'm glad the main focus was Mr. Freeze, which made this a very solid episode because I loved everything to do with Mr. Freeze. Then Penguin gets sent to Arkham, and he's got to deal with the whole, everyone does not care about the Penguin in there. Everyone's insane, they're nutballs. And but we meet Hugo Strange there. He's being a psychiatrist. He's got some ulterior motives we find a little bit later. And they have a sit down, a very eerie conversation saying you need help and all that. And we get to see the other guy, he clawed his eyes out or something, and it was very creepy looking. But eventually we find out Hugo Strange, he goes down into, we got a little peek of that at the end of the last episode, the mid-season finale. And we get to see kind of what he's up to, and he finds out that someone has indeed had this reanimation thing. So Mr. Freeze has succeeded in his reanimation prospects. And we also get the mention of Firefly again. She's kind of dealing with her own stuff, and it's cool to see Hugo Strange. The last scene is what really sold me on him, and it made it more compelling. Again, that's going to kind of get interweaved with the Mr. Freeze storyline, which again will interweave the Penguin. So I like how things are feeling pretty connected as of right now. I mean, they're distant, but you know they will be connected. Some of the humor also worked in it. The whole pronunciation of the last name, I think it worked for me. The last one, when they after the interrogation thing, it was a little misplaced. I think they could have done that at a different moment. But overall, the humor worked in there, especially that type of stuff. The one scene with Mr. Freeze that I wasn't super on board with was the whole passing the pill bottle back and forth. It seemed very unrealistic. I mean, that we're Gotham, but it just seemed to. That was the only real scene with Mr. Freeze that really bugged me. But all the stuff with him and his wife, again, I keep saying this. I loved all that stuff with Mr. Freeze. I'm excited to see Mr. Freeze going forward and what he'll bring to the table. I'm also curious to see going forward everything with the Riddler and how his part plays into it. But yeah, there's a lot to like, I think, about this episode, and we can see some good things going forward. I want to be done with the Gallivan stuff, so that's the real scary part, is that the Tabitha and Butch angle that I just don't care about. But everything with Hugo Strange and Mr. Freeze, I'm looking forward to. And even Penguin, for that matter. So let me know your thoughts on the episode in the comment section below. Did you like the introduction of Mr. Freeze? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos each and every week. That is it, and I'll talk to y'all later.